Beer, 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 beer. Hello everybody, welcome back to me, Maple for beer review number 19. And today we have something very special. Today is actually, that I'm shooting this, is Canada Day. It's our 150th anniversary, and this beer is actually not a Canadian beer, which might throw people off, but it is Canadian in a sense, and you'll see that in a second, or by the title. Today we have Innis and Gunn 150 Maple and Thistle Rye Ale. It comes in a 500ml bottle, coming in at, I think, at 5.9% ABV, and IBUs I'm still trying to find, but it comes in this big, nice, fancy tin case. And here's the beer itself. Nice big 500ml bottle with a big 150 on it, and Innis and Gunn Maple and Thistle Rye Ale. It's a limited edition. Now, Innis and Gunn, every year they always release a beer for Canada Day. I had one, I want to say 3-4 years ago, and I haven't had one since, but I saw this in the LCBO. It was $10 or just under, so I'm like, look, it's our 150th. I like Innis and Gunn beers, and I bought it. So let's crack her open and pour ourselves a glass. Bye-bye cap. As always, our Lake Bay style tulip glass. Let's have a pour. Dark, not that dark, but a solid deep amber color. Get a bit of head on there. There we go. Don't go over. Nice deeper colored head. Deep white. Put the bottle there. Let's put this right about there. It's probably going to focus on that rather than my face, but we'll fix that if need be. So, it's not super clear. Can't see through it. Got just the chill hazers in general. No, you can't really see through it. A little bit you can see through it. But it's a very deep amber color, deep red color, which is kind of cool. So, let's take a quick read and then we'll have a sniff and a sip. So, Innis and Gunn Maple and Thistle Rye Ale. Brewed to celebrate Canada's 150th anniversary of Confederation. At Innis and Gunn, we've always brewed the type of beers that we would enjoy sharing most with our friends, and we have none greater than our Canadian cousins. As a celebration of this special relationship between Canada and Scotland, that's what I didn't mention, it is made in Edinburgh, Scotland, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Edinburgh, Scotland. So, they say, as a celebration of this special relationship between Canada and Scotland, and to toast this momentous year, we have brewed something just for Canada, which we hope you will love. This mighty red ale is brewed with malted rye crystal and fistful of golden and cascade hops, and then matured in 150 oak barrels for 150 days. After maturation, we added 2 emblematic ingredients: a hint of Canadian maple syrup and some Scottish wild thistle. It's a good balance between the two countries. Finally, we added some live yeast to the bottle to allow this unique brew to develop and mature over time. The result? A big, bold beer that is packed with flavors and aromas of toffee, vanilla, oak, citrus, smoky maple, and orange oil. Above all, though, it is packed with love. Enjoy it chilled with your closest friends. I only have any friends right here, but that's okay. I know a lot of my friends watch this. So, it's a really nice commemorative, cylinder case, which I'm going to keep forever. Because, Canada 150, that's awesome as all hell. So, let's dive right into it. Toasted malt, toffee for sure. Slight bit of vanilla extract in there, which is kind of neat. Let's have a sip and then we'll cheers. That's smooth. It's real smooth. It's nice and nice and fresh. Let's cheers and we'll dive right into it deeper. Cheers, everybody, and happy Canada Day. 150. This big bold flavor for sure. You know, I get the toffee a little bit of vanilla. Maple syrup isn't as prominent as you might think, but it's there. It is there. Nice splash of delicious maple syrup, like on some pancakes. It's a very enjoyable beer. Innis and Gunn makes some really amazing beers, and they've definitely knocked it out of the park with this one. I have no idea what this will taste like. I don't know if it's going with like the hops in here or not. But you know, it's damn good. I always thought this was the things that pricked you. Maybe not, but it is quite delicious. Like it says, big and bold. And it's really neat how you know, they had 150 oak barrels, so it's very limited run, and they matured it for 150 days. Like that's pretty cool. I don't know. I find that kind of nice. It's a little like you know, I like that relationship that Innis and Gunn has with Canada and whatnot. I don't know. It's nice. You know, it's a good feeling. You know. You get that maple, maybe some dark fruit tones in there, which is pretty nice. Oh, it's quite. Oh, it's nice. You know, the tail end of the flavor is a little bit more hoppy. And for malts and hops on the website, malts are extra pale ale, rye, and crystal malts. And for hops, they have sugar, Siran, Goldings, and Cascade. So, you know, a nice balance of malts and hops. It's gets fruitier as you go through the drink. I think this is the thistle I'm tasting. I have no idea. But the maple is there. It kind of lingers and creeps throughout the sip, which is quite amazing. So on their on the website innisandgunn.com, on their page for the Maple, Thistle, and Rye, it says color amber ale, smell packed full of oak, herbal, thistle, and smoky caramel, taste a rich malt backbone with nutty and ripe fruit notes, finish creamy with biscuity malt. Now, looking on to Beer Advocate, doesn't have any scores by either the BA or the Bros, but it does have a couple of reviews. Now, this person here gave it a 3.66 out of 5, and they are saying that with the 150th anniversary of Canada right around the corner, this seems like an appropriate beer for my last milestone beer before the anniversary, served fairly cold into a pint glass. Appearance: a dark ruby colored beer, great clarity, and capped with 2 fingers of light tan head. Moderate retention, although a thin cap stays virtually the duration of the glass, and minimal lacing. I actually have a fair and decent amount of lacing. Smell: somewhat metallic, like an old stale Euro pale lager, but redeemed in part by some spices from the rye and some heat. Leafy hops on the nose too. Taste: initially a subtle taste of maple sweetness, then some heat and spice from the rye. Earthy hops, then some more maybe they're saying graininess pulls everything together, improves as it warms considerably, and very different from Innis & Gunn's standard fare. Wood starts showing up in the drows at the end. Mouthfeel. Light-bodied, expressive carbonation, and drying finish. Unique and lacking the sticky sweetness of vanilla that is common in other beers. A pleasant change. Overall, good, maybe even very good to the right person, but a little short of expectations. Somewhat muddled, lacking a good nose, and everything never quite fit together the way I thought it might. A little too subdued in my liking, giving some of the boldness of other beers by these guys. Nonetheless, I appreciate the intent to make this fantastic and special beer for Canada's 150th. So, a solid review for sure. You know what, I agree on the points that he made where everything kind of, it's all there, but it doesn't fit, it doesn't flow smoothly as I guess I'd want it to. Usually with rye ales, I'm not a big fan of rye ales because they have a weird taste to them. This is pretty subtle rye. In the maple, I wish there was a bit more in there. There is a decent amount, but it's nothing. It's not like some other ones. Like Nickelbrook has a maple porter, and that's pretty mapley. This does not compare to that at all. Overall, though, it's pretty nice. Like, I can't complain about it. I do enjoy it. Oh, it's good. I know some Innis & Gunn beers can be pretty up in the boldness and very, very, like, super flavorful, which some people may not enjoy. I also get the like he said, like the woodiness and the oak for sure. I can taste the oak. Innis & Gunn loves their oak barrels. I guess it's just a Scottish thing, but they do really nice, like a nice job with the oak flavoring from their barrels and all that. But as far as Innis & Gunn beers go, this is a bit toned down from what they usually put in with all their flavors. I also get the spiciness a bit. The more I drink, that kind of, the flavors kind of pop out a bit more at you, which is still really nice. It's not the easiest drinking beer, that's for sure. It's not something you can, definitely not something you can shotgun. One, because it comes in a glass bottle. And two, it's just, it has so much flavor and depth to it that it's definitely a bit more of a slow sipper. That's why this video is a bit longer. But yeah, no, it's a very tasty beer for sure. So being it as July 1st today as I'm recording this, and it is Canada's 150th anniversary. I gotta give a lot of thanks to Canada. Me personally, because I was actually born out in Moscow in Russia, and I was adopted by two amazing Canadians, and you know what, like Canada has given me so much opportunity and just a great, like I guess new life kind of thing, what I kind of like to think about it. So Canada, I have a lot of respect for Canada and everything that is done for me. I wouldn't be here without being adopted here to Canada. Like I wouldn't know the friends that I have, and I wouldn't have met my beautiful girlfriend, and I wouldn't have this like the most amazing family in the world. And you know what? Like that's all credit to Canada, for letting my loving parents, adopt me and whatnot. So I don't know, it's amazing. Like I love Canada. I'm quite patriotic, to be honest. And Canada's a great country. Everybody seems to love us wherever I travel to. If like, oh, I'm Canadian, people are like, oh, you're Canadian, that's awesome. And it's a good way to connect with a bunch of people around the world, and even it's just, I don't know, it's really neat. I don't know, I just love Canada. But yeah, that's enough gushing about Canada. I know most of the people that watch me are probably Canadian, so I understand where I'm coming from. So with that, let's have a final cheers and overall review of the Maple and Thistle Rye. Cheers, everybody, and happy Canada Day once again. It's got a lot of flavor still. The spices and a little bit of maple. Nice little finish, which is quite enjoyable. Overall, I gotta give this a solid. I'm gonna give it a good 8.5 out of 10, 9, just because of the presentation of it, and that it is celebrating Canada's 150th. For the taste and all of that other stuff, it has a lot of flavor to it. Very bold, not as bold as most other Innis Guns, but it has a lot of flavor packed into it, and it is quite enjoyable. It's a good beer to drink on this wonderful Canada Day that we've had. And I don't know what else to touch on. It's quite delicious. I wish the maple was a bit more in there, but maybe that's another something they can put into their next beer, or maybe even 50 more years down the road at the 200th anniversary, where I'll be in my 70s by that time. But overall, solid 8.5, 9. Just fucking let's put it at an even 8.75 out of 10. Very good. Definitely worth picking up if you can still find them. Like I said, limited run, only 150 barrels, so very rare to find, I guess. But overall, very enjoyable. Nice way to end this beautiful Canada Day. And you know what? On that note, that'll do it for me, Maple Rooski. And like I always say, crack a beer and enjoy. Cheers.